My father's an A.M.E preacher. I've been an A.M.E my whole life, but when we came to Northern Virginia, there were no A.M.E churches in Northern Virginia.
A friend of mine, she said, you know, there's a new church in Manassas. It's the A.M.E church.
So then when we went in there, and I looked at my wife, and I looked at her, and I said, well, you want to talk to your parents because, you know, they don't know what A.M.E church was. We was Baptist.
I'm like, this is where we need to be. And my wife said, okay, if you say so, this is where we'll go. And
we joined the first Sunday that we attended.
Yeah.
I heard him say, the Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth keep silent before him. And the choir started marching in, and I closed my eyes and I said, Lord, thank you. You have brought me home.
For the last 39 years, First African Methodist Episcopal Church of Manassas has been blessed with a rich history, beginning in 1985, when God placed the vision of an A.M.E church in the Northern Virginia area on the heart of the Right Reverend John Hurst Adams, presiding prelate of the 2nd Episcopal District. Before that, there was no A.M.E church from Richmond, Virginia to Washington, D.C. So Bishop Adams decided to establish a mission church. And on the third Sunday in September 1985, the first worship service was held at the VFW Hall on Centerville Road, establishing the first African Methodist Episcopal Church in Northern Virginia, First A.M.E Church of Manassas. Then, under the leadership of founding pastor Reverend William H. Johnson Sr., coupled with the hard work and dedication of the 13 adult charter members, Fame Church outgrew that VFW hall, moved to a rented church on Lee Avenue, constructed the current facility we are in right now in 1995, and was blessed with our current pastor, the Reverend Dr. Etoria V. Goggins, in 2016. Along the way, each of our anointed pastors has planted seeds in the First A.M.E that still flourish today, cultivating that foundation of faith, fortified by the full armor of God, allowing us to continue building God's kingdom for 39 years and counting.
It's that foundation. They had a vision for First A.M.E.
And their vision was to move further and get a bigger facility and serve the community more. They just wasn't satisfied with being on Lee Avenue. And then as you see the church we're in right now today, that was part of that vision when we first came in 1988. So it's a blessing to see a seed planted and now see a flower grow.
When we keep God first, things just flow and he just continues to bless.
Our overriding theme and vision for the church is loving like Christ, living like Christ, and leading like Christ. And the leading like Christ portion of that is being actively involved in the community, providing food, providing clothing, those kinds of things. But I think it's also of us reaching out to the community.
God has guided us, God has sustained us, God has provided all that we needed in order to accomplish that which needed to be done. I just lift my hand up to the Lord because I know that the Lord has laid his hand on this ministry.
We've tried to be, God's church at all times. From the day we started, we try to do what would the Lord have us do. And that's what we've been trying to do.
First African Methodist Episcopal Church of Manassas, loving like Christ, living like Christ, leading like Christ. Be blessed.